Hey there! If you're new to our channel, you can subscribe by hitting the leaf icon in the bottom right corner of the video. Click the bell icon to turn on notifications, and please be sure to like and comment below. Actor and vegan activist Joaquin Phoenix has been on our screen since he was 8 years old. His first ever role was on the TV series 7 Brides for 7 Brothers, alongside his late brother River Phoenix. Since then, he's had lead roles in Academy Award-winning movies, including 2005's Walk the Line.
Hello, I'm Johnny Cash.
And 2013's Her.
Hello, I'm here.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Samantha.
Most recently, Phoenix starred as the iconic DC Comics Batman villain in 2019's Joker.
One small thing.
Yeah.
When you bring me out, can you introduce me as Joker?
The role was a departure for Phoenix, who once said he didn't feel big blockbuster movies were fulfilling enough for him. One role that is always fulfilling for the 3-time Oscar-nominated actor is standing up for animals.
Been vegan since I was 3 years old, and at that age, me and my siblings witnessed fish being killed in a really violent and aggressive way, and it was just absolutely obvious that that was something that we didn't want to participate in and we didn't want to support.
2 months after the fishing trip, Phoenix's entire family converted to veganism. Now, even his dogs are vegan. He rescued Soda, a large white pit bull mix from euthanasia 13 years ago. During his career, Phoenix has taken many opportunities along the way to help the animals. Just hours before receiving the first Tribute Actor Award at the Toronto International Film Festival, Phoenix led a protest against animal cruelty at the St. George subway transit station. The event toured the train station, which was plastered with animal rights posters. It was led by Phoenix and Anita Kreitz of the vegan advocacy group Toronto Pig Save.
The only window he had was 3 to 5 p.m. today, and he has this big award ceremony, yet he took time out to come see Be Fair, Be Vegan Toronto because it's so close to his heart. So he's the type of celebrity that uses his fame to promote animal rights and other good causes.
Phoenix agreed with Kreitz that these types of ads should be in cities everywhere, including Los Angeles where he lives.
And we'd like to see these ads in the city centers everywhere.
Absolutely.
You'd like to see it in LA.
Absolutely.
On the opening weekend of Joker, Phoenix attended screenings of the movie around LA, wearing an Animal Liberation Front sweatshirt. The Faceless Direct Action Group is funded through donations and the sale of merchandise such as Phoenix's sweatshirt. Phoenix's activism isn't new though. Back in the 90s, he was raising awareness about veganism. He starred in an advertisement urging the public to save turkeys on Thanksgiving by choosing plant-based food instead. In 2013, he appeared in an anti-fishing campaign. Phoenix is shown underwater, thrashing around because he can't breathe, just like fish, who suffocate when they are pulled from the water. Coming soon. Apparel by LIVEKINDLY. Sign up using the link in the description to get 10% off your first order. Phoenix also tries to convince people to stop using animals for fashion. Ahead of New York Fashion Week in 2018, he appeared on a thought-provoking billboard ad located close to the event. He wore a vegan wool suit, which was designed by cruelty-free label Brave Gentleman.
I never knew that suits were made of wool. I had that rationalization, well, it's something that is just taken off them and there's not a lot of abuse, which seems incredibly naive. That's a nice way of saying it.
The billboard read, "Cruelty doesn't suit me. Wool hurts. Wear vegan." He has also spoken out against China's dog leather industry. He described footage from an investigation into the industry as one of the worst things he's ever seen. Dogs are taken from the streets in China and beaten to death. Their skin is then turned into leather accessories like belts and bags. Phoenix said in a campaign video against the trade, "Products made from dog leather are exported around the world to be sold to unsuspecting customers. So if you buy leather gloves, belts, or shoes, remember, there's no easy way to tell whose skin you're really in."
If you love dogs like I do, then please never buy or wear leather, whether it comes from a dog, a cow, or any other animal.
He's still starring in campaigns. He appears on the New York City billboard with the tag End Speciesism. The image shows Phoenix with a chicken, whose eye is positioned just over his so that both appear aligned. He said about the campaign, "When we look at the world through another animal's eyes, we have to realize that inside we're all the same, and so we all deserve to live free from suffering." Phoenix has also contributed his voice to animal rights films. He narrated 2005's Earthlings, a documentary about humanity's exploitation of animals for economic gain. The film, written and produced by activist Sean Monson, looks at exploitation in the pet, food, clothing, and entertainment industries, as well as in scientific research.
Animal trainers would like for the public to believe that animals are coaxed into such behaviors with the promise of rewards. But the truth is that animals perform because they fear punishment.
The idea was to try a different approach, so it wasn't just horrible footage over and over and over again, but to try to sort of logically speak to people and say, okay, look, how come we cultivate love and compassion here for this being, but in the same breath have a total attitude of aggression toward this being?
Phoenix also narrated parts of 2018's Dominion. Similar to Earthlings, the film, co-produced by Monson, explores the way in which humans and animals interact. It looks at how animals are exploited for human benefit. The movie is so disturbing, some viewers are unable to watch it in its entirety. According to the Daily Mail, one social media user wrote, "Got 6 minutes into Dominion and that's all I could cope with." Another added, "I believe it should be compulsory viewing for all omnivores." Some said they felt sick while watching, and others said that although they found it difficult, they forced themselves to watch the whole thing. The film combines footage from hidden, handheld, and drone cameras. It shows never-before-seen footage to convey how terrifying the empire of animal agriculture really is. A number of other celebrities helped to narrate the film, including Sadie Sink, Kat Von D, Sia, and Phoenix's fiancé Rooney Mara. Mara and Phoenix met on the set of Her, but fell in love during the filming of 2018's Mary Magdalene. Mara is also vegan and passionate about animal rights. She loves sustainable, cruelty-free fashion, so much so that she founded her own vegan fashion line, Herath, in 2018. The brand was born out of a desire to connect shoppers with the items they're buying. Mara told Vogue in 2018, "In fast fashion, you can find faux leather boots that are really cheap, but while it's cruelty-free in the animal sense, I didn't necessarily know where those things were made, or if they were cruel toward humans. I didn't want to compromise on either thing, and I wanted pieces that were made to last. So it really came out of my own need." Like Phoenix, Mara comes from a compassionate family. Her sister and fellow actor Kate Mara is also a vegan. Mara and Phoenix got engaged in 2019. They often advocate for the animals together. In June 2019, they marched for animal rights in Los Angeles on National Animal Rights Day. Side by side, they led a mock funeral procession in West Hollywood. They carried the lifeless bodies of animals, commemorating the billions of animals killed every year for the food and fashion industries, as well as scientific research and entertainment. Fellow marchers carried a banner that read, "This is how we, the human race, treat animals. Do you want to be a part of this?" Phoenix believes that eating animals is an absurd and barbaric practice.
I don't want to cause pain to another living, empathetic creature.
In reference to the dairy industry, he added,
I don't want to take its babies away from it.
"Just like a human, to produce milk, a cow must first give birth. After calves are born, they are often removed from their mothers. Male calves are often sold into the veal industry. According to Free From Harm, there would be no veal industry without the dairy industry. Chickens are also abused in factory farming conditions. In many cases, they are fattened up for slaughter in around 42 days. During this time, their bodies struggle to carry the weight." Phoenix said,
I don't want to force it to be indoors and fattened up just to be slaughtered. It is absurd and barbaric, and I don't understand how you could witness that and not be affected by it.
Do you agree with Phoenix? What are your thoughts on animal agriculture? Let us know in the comments below. Remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell. New videos every Tuesday and Friday.